Bionano Genomics technical analysis, fundamental statistics, along with reviewing my end-of-year price target, starting off with the parabolic SAR, otherwise known as the stop and reverse indicator. Yes, on the 4-hourly, it is bearish, horrible. It is bearish. I mean, 4-hourly, we had that flip, but my friends, I'm not really freaking out yet for two reasons mostly. Number one reason is macroscopically, we have a lot of indicators on our side still, and I said right when we had our 20% day that we are going to be in bullish macroscopic territory, and that is still true based on the indicators. Of course, it's based on the indicators. No one knows for sure what's going to happen. Don't listen to anyone who claims for sure to know what's going to happen. So we did have that bearish flip though on the parabolic SAR. Typically, when you get this, now nonetheless, there are false signals. Look right here. You got the false. You got a sell signal a couple of days ago. You could have sold at 6.17. We were up at $8. You would have missed out on 20, 30, 20, 25% profit. Boom, literally a couple days. So right now, of course, this can be a false signal. Now, I usually preface by saying when I'm using the stop and reverse indicator and the Supertrend, they're very similar. They don't have a high fail rate. Typically, I would say at least 75% of the time, maybe a little less than that, maybe on some stocks. They are accurate. But at the same time, on the 4-hourly, we held perfectly the 636 level, the 61.8% retracement level. That is an area where I did have a buy limit set, and I did load. I loaded the boat a little bit, not loaded the boat, but I added a fair amount of shares. I think you guys are going to be impressed with what I did today, right? Because at the end of the day, everyone just wants me to pump all in, say we're going to moon, so I can get like 0.01%. Of a boost that my 3,000 subscribers would give it, right? But I did add shares. We're going to get to that, but I love that we held the 646 level. We said yesterday that's an important level to watch. We held it. That's the 4-hourly super trend. And as you know, the 4-hourly super trend and the daily, the super trend on the daily and the 4-hourly, those are going to be the most important levels to watch as far as the super trend goes, in my opinion. Now, also looking at the daily, we are still fine. We are so fine. We would have to come all the way back down to 476 or 539. 539, 476. I mean, are you kidding me? Do you guys think we're seeing $5 again? Do you think a market's crash happening? I mean, is the sky blue? I just don't see that happening. Of course, we can get delisted tomorrow, and this channel would be up in flames, and we can get this channel can just get annihilated, just like disappear into a cloud of smoke, right? If Bionano got delisted, that's what would happen with the comments and the dislikes, right? But we are still in bullish territory macroscopically. Now we have we have a very bearish indicator here. We broke below the 21-day SMA, the middle band, very bearish. Not necessarily very bearish. It's just it sucks because you do flow in between that middle Bollinger Band often when you kind of get into trading sideways, not a clear direction for stocks plenty of times, but nonetheless, we are going to have significant resistance pushing down and heading towards the price action. Right now, we're at 661. The middle band is at 681, so that's going to be another resistance level. Remember, we had strong support at 680. We held it for almost 3 days straight. I set buy limits at 680. I did not see us breaking that today, but the Nasdaq was going up and down everywhere. Very weird behavior with the Nasdaq. We're going to get to that as well, but this is nonetheless a bearish sign here. So that's what we're looking at as far as the band. Taking a look at some moving averages to just give you a whole macroscopic perspective. We are still in long-term macroeconomic bull trend, uptrend territory. 200-day exponential moving average is below the price action. We got a perfect kiss off of that and a bounce. Macroscopically, we're going to get to my thoughts what I think is going to happen in the next couple of weeks. But take a look at the MACD before we do that. We are in bullish territory still on the daily. We have that bullish crossover likely to represent some bullish sentiment for the stock. So really, guys, the only thing that can screw us here, all right, before I let the cat out of the bag, let's go over the RSI. We're looking at Okay, let's go ahead and pull it up so it doesn't glitch again. Okay, so 45.73. So we're not even neutral, man. We're closer to being oversold than we are being overbought. So I mean, this is a fine entry point. People are wondering probably, what's your entry point, Brandon? What's your entry point? If you want an auspicious buy, I think 636 is a great buy. The 61.8% retracement level on the Fibonacci levels, that is an amazing buy. But please know what the heck you're doing. Please, if you are red, if you get that buy limit filled, or if you set that buy limit, please understand that if we get below that you should not sell objectively. It's just a foolish thing to do if you've done your due diligence and if you agree with me at all whatsoever on my due diligence. And you can't really disagree on a lot of my points that we're going to be making a full due diligence video on tomorrow. Hopefully, we're going to do. I'm going to give you a preview today of the full due diligence. I'm going to give you some nice stuff today, guys. I got a good one for you today. But what do I think is going to happen? Guys, it depends. This is what you want to write down. This is what you want to take home out of all the crappy BNGO YouTube videos you watch. This is the one. This is what you want to remember. The NASDAQ is going to control our fate. Also, 680s, 680 to 690, that is going to control our fate, because not only it was a very strong support level, nonetheless, we broke down, confirmed the breakdown, got a daily close below. After hours, we're doing nothing. Okay, Microvision's down 17%, still getting killed. Anyways, we confirmed the breakdown. 693 is that 61.8% micro Fibonacci based on the bottom of the correction to the bottom of the second correction to the top bounce there. We got that level. We also got the 21-day SMA, otherwise known as that middle Bollinger Band at 681. We've got plenty of resistance lines right there, so that is going to be your important level to watch. Also, we got potentially a perfect intersection of that ascending support line, which is now going to act as resistance. If we saw some strong pushing tomorrow, your level to take profits at, if you want to trade, this is going to be 690s, 680s, around that level. And as far as the level 2 data, before we go to the NASDAQ here, what I think is going to happen. Level 2 data, it's really weird. We've had buy limits, like the whales like to take their shares, they like to load them, and then if the price gets close to it at all, I know they do this for all stocks, but Bionano especially, they will just, if it gets close to their buy limit at all, they'll just change everything and they'll just go down. I don't know if they have bots set up where it's like, okay, if you don't have a couple of reversal signs, you just move down 5 cents lower automatically. That's probably what's going on, but that is something to note. A lot of whales are faking out that they want to go in, but they keep moving down, and we didn't really get much volume today. We're not getting any volume, and you guys know I'm going to give you my rant and my case for how I think you and me, my friends, we both can increase the share, the Bionano stock price interest, well, and the stock price, I guess, technically, the interest and the volume. We can do that. You, me, my friend, we can increase the volume and the interest in Bionano's stock, believe it or not. Watch till the end if you want to see that. But where do I think this is going? It's going to depend on a couple of things. NASDAQ, it's going to depend on big tech earnings, and it's going to depend on how much fear we got in the market and how much people are willing to suck it up and do their actual research for once and not just watch confirmation bias videos like this one, potentially, depending on what you're watching it for. Please do your own research. Please just go to their website, read around, read some Reddit threads, read some articles, look at some fundamentals, whatever you want to do, man. It doesn't matter. Just do some research. Get some conclusions, but get some unique opinions. Buy the dip at 636 if you want. That's a great level. We're currently holding this nice rectangular level of green support right here from 660 to 673, but that's not a super important level. This chart is fairly complicated. We've got 1,000 indicators here. But yeah, this is not the most important level. The most important levels to watch is going to be 680, 690s, and 636, 100%. Those are going to be the levels to watch. Now, the NASDAQ, I want to go to the actual NASDAQ here and show you what is up. So I'm actually pretty bullish on the NASDAQ right now. We actually kind of closed. We kind of closed above the ascending level of support, which if you watch my live stream here, I don't know if you could tell, but I could not even think about us closing above this ascending level. We technically did not really. I mean, we technically are below it, but we're basically right on it. And if you move it a little bit down here, just like that, and you take this one down a little bit and connect it there, you have a perfect holding of this ascending level. Look at some indicators. Now, we're not doing a full NASDAQ update, but my point here is let me get rid of this because it's confusing. Okay, I don't want to explain the entire chart here. It's a pretty complicated one as well. Look at how many indicators we have here, a fair amount. As long as we hold in this level right here, this all-time high resistance right here, along with that 0% retracement, we are going to be more likely to get a breakout for a few reasons. Number one, anecdotally, the more times you touch a resistance and just hang out there, the more likely you are in the future to bust it. Number two, it makes perfect scientific sense because number one rule of technical analysis, or at least one of the number one rules, is that the longer you touch a resistance level, the more you hit a level, the more likely it is to break, whether it's a support to the downside or a resistance to the upside. So the longer we stay here, the more bullish I am. And let's say the NASDAQ trades sideways all week, I will be dropping maybe another K on Bionano, maybe another $500. We'll see. I'm in college. Yes, I have a small account. Yeah. I'm just playing with house money. I've heard those things before. But I did add 160 shares today, my friends. I did not time it perfectly. I did not time it perfectly at all. I wish I got that. I kind of wish I got that 636 order filled, but I did not have it in time. I believe maybe I did. I don't remember. I got a couple orders filled in the morning here. But yeah, guys, I did add today. I'm progressively going to be adding, and please don't let that mistake you into thinking, oh, he's adding. It's time. Last time he added, we went to the moon, or at least went 50%. No, guys, please know what you're doing. Long term, you guys know where we're going. We're going there. Okay, come on. Let's be honest. You and I both know it's going to take a miracle. It's going to take the CEO getting shot in the head or a nuclear explosion that is so much more unlikely than people actually think they are to happen. That's what it's going to take to stop Bionano from doing what we all know it will long term, in my not so humble opinion. So that's all the interesting technical analysis. Let's look at the fundamentals. This is an article released yesterday talking about some genomic stocks to watch. Is it big investment of 2021, right? It's talking about demand, major investment of a trend for 2021, and it's talking about some COVID implications, some mRNA stuff, some vaccine information, some esoteric stuff there. I'm not huge into the COVID cure for Bionano, but it definitely can happen. I'm just more bullish on the prenatal cancer, chemotherapeutic enhancements, mitigations, those kind of drugs rather than a COVID kind of thing. So why are genomes so important, right? Why are they so important, right? It's because medicine is now becoming tailor-made to the individual. So if I was to be diagnosed, and if you're wondering why this relates to Bionano, trust me, I'll get to it. Yes, it's Illumina. They're talking about Illumina here, but it relates to Bionano very much. At least I think it does. Some of it does in a sense. So if I was to be diagnosed with breast cancer, my genome would be typed, and I would be told you will respond to these types of drugs very well for that type of cancer based on your personal map. Yeah, this is what we talk about, susceptibility awareness, right? Being able to map your genome and being able to tell which drugs are for you, what's not for you, what do you need to eat, what do you not need to drink and eat, exercise, the sun. I mean, it's stuff that we don't even know about is in the works, in my opinion. Not in the works necessarily, but in the future with the potential that optical genome mapping has as an untapped and unpenetrated and underdeveloped market. So you can see where that sort of thing is going for society. It's heading towards, this is what we want, right? We want revolutionizing healthcare. No one can control their health. I mean, health is one of the most unknown things and uncontrollable things you can do. Of course, there's things you can do, but it doesn't matter if you're in perfect shape. You can die of anything like that and not have any idea of it. You take a risk of having a heart attack or a brain tumor every day, and you don't realize it, my friends. So this would be, obviously, healthcare revolutions, absolutely huge. And why does this article relate to Bionano whatsoever? This person believes companies like Illumina will drive profitability as they're currently underpenetrated. It has historically been prohibitively expensive to have a genome mapped, often as much as $100,000. Now we know here. Think with me outside of the box here. Per genome, next generation sequencing PacBio, Bionano's direct competition, according to a lot of other YouTubers. No disrespect to them, but they are not their direct competition, my friends. If you would have done some more digging, you would have found that NABC, a private company, is actually an optical genome mapping company. We'll be going over more about everyone else's misconceptions in our 24-page due diligence that we're going to have, and that's not even half of it. I'll probably have like 30 to 60 pages, maybe more now. I don't know what the hell is going to come to. There's so many things to go. There's so many things that people have no idea about. But so $100,000 previously to have a genome mapped, right? Well, what do you notice here, right? Bionano, on the other hand, can map a genome for $500 roughly per genome. PacBio historically was $100,000. PacBio is $5,000 to $10,000, and BNGO is $500. Literally. And if you don't believe me there, you can either look it up or you can just watch my due diligence video once we actually have it done. If I ever finish it, it's literally so long and my computer is going to blow up when I do that. But Bionano, my point here is that this market is they are projecting look, sequencing is a powerful tool that enables public health authorities to improve the precision, efficacy, and efficiency of public health response, right? Essentially in ape language, right? Clear, nice, sweet English for you, my friends. We need companies that can do high efficiency genome mapping, susceptibility awareness, prenatal. I mean, not even necessarily prenatal, but we need stuff to help public health, right? That public health response. This is what we need. Public health. Bionano is going to be able to disrupt this market that Kathy Wood and plenty of other people believe is an underpenetrated area. It's got a ton of demand. It's only projected to grow. It's a compound annual growth rate is going to be 9% per year, the genomic space, I believe, off the top of my head. We'll have the exact statistics and the source for all of this information in our extensive due diligence that we will be giving you more of a preview for. But that is I just wanted to tell you guys that this market, people love Illumina. People love PacBio because they're going up and they're a stable company. When Bionano goes down, even when Bionano goes up, everyone's like, oh, they're not proven. They're not good. They're not a good product. If you did the due diligence, my friend, the reward here is this entire market that they are talking about here. This entire market is Bionanos for the taking. Literally, the total addressable market for Bionano is higher than maybe any other company out there. And if you don't know what total addressable market is, it's literally just the total money and it's the total amount of dollars and revenue that could be earned from your demand, which Bionanos, not realistically, right, just could be. So it's literally anything that you could potentially be supplying to anyone, not even realistically, anyone that is interested in something that your space, right? Prenatal, postnatal, cancer, leukemia, ALS, Alzheimer's, autism, susceptibility, genome abnormalities, hematologic malignancies, right? I mean, there's endless things, and I'm going to go over all of those in here. And I know that's a tangent for you, but we don't have any news to cover because there is none, basically. But that is a little bit of a tangent. You're welcome. I know there's a lot there, but if you had to take one thing from this, just take it as Bionano's potential is the biggest investment opportunity of 2021, but there's a ton of risks as well. Taking a look at the Bionano Twitter, we have a 37-minute presentation here. We have great YouTube live streams of these, I believe, so feel free to check this out. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but we have the little muscular dystrophy thing here. Bionano is 100% concordant again with karyotyping and the muscular dystrophy disease there and chromosomal microarray, otherwise known as cytogenetics. And as he steps through their clinical validation of optical genome mapping for analysis of prenatal cases, you will see how this technology has the potential to replace current standard diagnostic testing procedures using this single assay. My friend, an assay is basically just like something to analyze. It's basically just like something to look through. I mean, you know what? Because some people aren't going to believe me, let's just go ahead and look up the definition because I didn't remember it too well. Okay, it's the investigative procedure in something. So it's basically just a test. Like just think of it as a fancy word for a scientific, fancy optical genome mapping, esoteric jargon, right? Let's make it as complicated as possible so no one can understand what we're talking about. So our degrees make us look smart, right? Essentially, that's not okay. That's a little bit too much of a tangent, but essentially that's what it is. Anyways. So this is good news. It's nothing crazy, right? You can see their little timeline here. I like their presentations. So yeah, go give this a look. There's good information in there. A sneak peek as far as the full due diligence that you're going to be getting, my friends. I've already shown you a fair amount of this, and if you watch the live stream, you know a fair amount. Let's just say I think this is going to maybe even have the potential to pump the stock a little bit. And I'm not pump and dumper. And if we do end up pumping the stock because of I'm going to be doing a ton of we're going to be talking about in the irrelevant section what I'm going to do to pump this video, not the stock, pump the video, but this stock could influence the actual market, I believe. Anyway, that sounds a little bit crazy, but hear me out if you're going to comment on that. Institutional ownership is right here. Nothing new. We had like one more. I think we had maybe one more filing on Fentel.io. Nothing crazy. Okay, nothing insane. Short interest, we still have 10% of the float. Short interest. Institutional insider, very low. No changes there. Portfolio showcase. It was a horrible day. It was an awful day, my friends. It was absolutely awful. CTXR, MP and CTXR bailing us out here. Other than that, obviously, I mean, we were up, what was I, up 40% yesterday? 10% of that eradicated already. I did buy the dip on Bionano. I also bought the dip on Microvision, getting absolutely annihilated right now. I loaded like a third of my position before earnings, and now it's down another 16%. So this is crazy. So yeah, right now, I think I haven't done a full analysis of the earnings yet, but I know a little bit, and I think this could be a really nice buy zone right now, especially if we come down. Actually, I think we already broke down below. Yeah, we already broke down below this ascending level, so we are going to be very, very oversold even after a nice run. We are 38 right now. Anyways, those are the current positions. That's my portfolio. Complete transparency. No other YouTuber in the BNGO YouTube circle or anywhere else shows you their portfolio. I know I'm kind of arrogant. I know I go on rants, but no one else gives the honesty I do, my friends. I hope you all appreciate that. Relevant information regardless of the title is finished now, my friends. What do we do now? BNGO full due diligence video. So I'm going to go on a little tangent here. I am going to use all my connections, all my social media platforms, every relationship that I've been cultivating for the last couple months in my business relationships, friends, teachers, students, everything, to to promote this video, and I'm not only going to be promoting it by word of mouth and like social media and marketing, free marketing, I'm also going to be literally doing YouTube ads. You guys might see this video, this due diligence video, as a as a discovery ad, which is a type of ad, not a skippable ad, but a discovery ad. I think that's the one I'm going to do. On other YouTube channels. So this is going to be the one, man. If you guys ever want to, if you're a subscriber or a follower that watches the videos and you don't really comment or participate in anything, that's totally fine. Don't feel like you need to. Of course, my friends, you do whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to leave and not hear my annoying voice, you go do that. Don't dislike the video. Leave a dislike while you're at it. Right? Whatever the hell you want to do, it's up to you, my friends. But this video, if you're ever going to promote the video or help share, like, comment, whatever the hell you want to do to help me out, this is going to be the video to help the channel and increase the interest and potential stock price of Bionano. Because as people hear my amazing bull case, and usually I don't call my stuff amazing. It's already 24 pages. It's already full. Our sources list, I'm already missing 1,000 sources. I forget to use the sources sometimes. But at the end of this, I'm going to have I don't know how many sources I'm going to have. I'm going to have pages of sources. I already do have pages of sources that I've used in this. I've been working on this for more than 8 hours, probably 6 hours a day, or maybe more. Actually, yeah, I think I woke up at 4, so more than 6 hours I've been working on that. Anyways, live streams as well. If you go to my channel here, we got 1,000 live streams planned, my friends. Tomorrow we got a live stream. Make sure you tune in, boys. We got upcoming live streams everywhere, every day except Saturday. That's what I have a schedule for this next little time here. So please, we have a great time on live streams. Any stock requests you want, man. Anyways, do this stuff if you want. This is not financial advice. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next one.